Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. I hope you're doing amazing and I appreciate you very, very much. Always an honor, always a privilege to have you guys join me. Thank you for choosing to join me on YouTube today. I hope you will subscribe and I hope you will pass on the word. I hope you love each and every class. If ever you have any suggestions, want anything in particular, always here for you guys. This is why I'm here, is for you guys. So today we're going to have some fun. It's going to be challenging. It's going to really energize and give you a sense of calm and grounding. So our active pulse yoga, guys, is a strengthening, calming type of energy, and it's really cool. I hope you feel it. So feedback is always appreciated, and let's get going. So starting today, let's just find a wide-legged stance. Does not have to be super wide. Having that water handy in case you need it is always a good thing. Take a break whenever you need one. If something's not quite right for you today, it's cool. Take a break and join us again as we move on to the next. So we're going to flex those feet and we're going to sit up nice and tall. Find the breath. Bring the hands down by your sides. And I just want you to feel that activation through the legs. I want you to feel the length in your torso as you sit up nice and tall. We're going to extend those arms out to a T. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, rotate, reaching that left hand to the outside of the right pinky toe. 3 pulses, and come back to center. Other side. Now that right hand reaches out just along the outside edge of your pinky for 3 pulses, coming back to center, that tall position. We alternate side to side. So I want you to notice what's going on with the body and moving with the pace of your breath. Each reach becomes a little bit longer, a little bit further. We get a hamstring stretch, a nice little lower back stretch, an inner thigh stretch. Breathe. Let's do one more time each side. Reach, 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 come back to center. And last time, reach, 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 and back to center. Release those arms down by your sides. Let's crisscross those legs. And inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. A little reach. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Circle the arms around behind you. Fingertips point towards your bottom. Lift your hips. Little pulses. 3, 2, and 1. Release your bum. Take it up and over. And again, 3 pulses. As you reach, 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 and rise. Circle the arms around behind. Fingertips point toward your bottom. Lift those hips. And we pulse it 3 times. Just a little deeper stretch and then a release. Big circle up. 1 more time. Exhale, hinge it forward. And a reach, 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 and rise. 1 more time through the back. Hands behind. Press and lift. Squeeze those buns. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and release it down. Big circle of those arms up and over, and let's take it all the way forward and release. So a nice stretch for that lower back. Checking in. Finding that breath. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms overhead. Reach to the sky. Exhale, let's flow forward and up onto all fours. So we come to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We're going to inhale and extend left arm and right leg. Breathe, squaring those hips, lengthening and reaching through the toes, through those fingertips, lifting out of that right shoulder, out of flex of that right foot. And we're going to tap the fingertips and the toes and lift, tap, and lift. So we're doing our very best to keep that back from arching. We keep that long spine and we're lifting and lowering, feeling that intensity in those glutes. Squeeze. Breathe. 4 more. Keeping that lift out of that right shoulder. Last 2. And last 1. Now keeping that arm extended or release it down. Bend that right knee. Flex your foot. Little pulses. 2. 2 more. Beautiful. And release it down. Other side, extend it out. Reach through the fingertips. Lengthen through those left toes. Core is strong. Lifting out of that left shoulder and breathe. Add a flex to that left foot. Press through your heel. As you inhale, lower. Tap the fingertips, taps the toes. And exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So just moving at your pace, guys. Keeping that core strong. Feeling that intensity through the glutes, through the core. Breathe. 3 more. Feeling strong. Rooted into the earth. Solid. Extend that arm. If you like, you can release it down. Otherwise, keep it lifted. Add a flex to that left foot. And we lift. 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 So that knee is bent. And that sole of the foot lifting towards the sky. Squeeze your buns. Feel that fire. Start to burn in that left glute. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Getting stronger. Keeping that belly button strong. Last 2. And release. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Just stretching out that back. Stretching out through the shoulders. Relaxing the neck. Arms extended out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's inhale it up to a modified high plank. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Nice long line from the crown of the head all the way down the back of the body. And we're going to do little pulses here. 3 pulses down and 1 big pulse back up. 3, 2, 1, and back up. Those elbows staying right by the ribs. Keeping that belly button strong. Drawn in and up. Keeping that length through the crown of the head. Firing up those triceps. Those core muscles. And breathe. Beautiful. Almost there. Last 2. Strong in those arms. And rise. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Allowing the heels to sink, the head to be heavy. Checking in with that breath. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. So as we walk out those legs, just noticing that nice stretch down the backs of the legs. Checking in so far. What do we think about that active pulse? Challenging. Feels pretty good. We start to build a little bit of that heat. A little warm, fuzzy feeling in all those muscles and parts of the body that are working. As you exhale, let both heels gently sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Find your breath. Relax the weight of your head. Core is strong. Shift your weight to your heels and let slowly lower down to a nice flat back. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Find your breath. Your weight is still in your heels. Can you lift those toes? Breathe. Extending those arms out to a T. Lengthening and reaching through the crown of the head, through the tailbone, out through the tips of your fingers. We tap the fingertips and we lift the arms to a T. Tap the fingertips, arms to a T. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Tap and extend. Tap and extend. So we're working through the shoulders, through that upper back. Always working that core, guys. Making sure that belly button's drawn in and up. Breathe. Feel that length through the crown of the head. That nice flat back. 2 more. And last one. Hold it up. And little pulses at the top. Just a little bit higher than your torso. Should really start to feel that upper back. Those rear delts. Breathe. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. And release. Extend those arms and extend the legs. Let those arms be heavy. Let the legs be long. Find your breath. Bring the hands to the elbows and let's hold on and gently sway side to side. Just letting the tension go, letting your body move freely, knowing that it never has to be perfect, guys. It's a journey. Just enjoy the journey. We challenge ourselves, but are always respectful and kind. Coming back to center. Release the arms, and let's roll it up. One vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Let's do that again. Big shoulder roll. That felt really good. And let those shoulders gently slide down and away. Let's pull the hands to heart center. Those feet are hip width apart. Shift your weight to your heels. We take it down to chair and we do 3 pulses. 1, 2, and 3. And we rise, extending, arching back, opening those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, weight shifts back to those heels, and we sink. 1, 2, 3, and we rise. Open it up. Oh, nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, and sink to chair. 3 pulses. 2, and 1, and rise. Open it up. Nice wide V. Let's do that once more. Inhale, reach, and sink. Weights in those heels. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Open it up. Nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Now this next one is going to be fun, guys. It's a little challenging. So I'm going to show you the modified version first. And then we'll up the intensity if you're ready for it. In our down dog. Turning those fingertips towards one another just slightly. We do 1 push-up in our down dog position. Elbows wide, crown of the head gently touches the floor. We shift those hands back to face front, stepping your right foot in, and then the left to garland or frog. Find your breath. Release the hands, walk or jump it back to a crouching down dog. Extend through those arms, pressing those sit bones back, and then extend those legs back to down dog. Turn your fingertips. 1 down dog push-up, elbows wide, crown of the head gently touches. Spin your fingertips back. We step that left foot in, and then the right to frog or garland. We bring the hands down. We step that left foot back, or the right, and come back to that crouching down dog. Extending the legs. Now we're going to up the intensity if you like, otherwise stay with that. Turn your fingertips in. 1 down dog push-up. Turn your fingertips back. Walk or hop to garland. Lift the hands. Really sit down. Walk or hop back to your crouching down dog. Extend those legs. Turn your fingertips inward. 1 push-up. Turn the fingertips back to front. Walk or hop to garland. Lift the hands. Release the hands. Walk or hop to your crouching down dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Extend the legs. Turn the fingertips. Bend the elbows. Down dog push-up. Turn your fingertips. Walk or hop to garland. Lift the chest. Release your hands. Walk or hop. Crouching down dog. Extend those legs. We got 1 more, my friends. Turn those fingertips. 1 down dog push-up. Spin your fingertips back to front. Walk or hop to garland. Release the hands. Walk or hop to that crouching down dog. And extend those legs. Nice work. And gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Find your breath. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank, toes or knees. That pulsing plank. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Again, 3, 2, 1, and rise. Awesome, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and rise. 3, 2, 1, and rise. One more. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Lift your hips to down dog. Pressing through that down dog. Working those heels down towards the mat. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel staying off the mat. We circle those arms overhead to our crescent lunge. Now that back knee can be down or your leg can be long. Find that breath. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms to the sky. We do little pulses up and down. Find your breath. Strong through the core, keeping those hips square, making sure to keep those knees safe. If that left hip starts to pull back a little bit, that can kind of affect the knee. I want your knee to stay happy and healthy. Those shoulders are soft. And we're breathing. We're getting a nice stretch through the front of that left leg, and we are powering up that right leg. Breathe. 2, last one. And release. Come forward. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Breathe. Now we can keep that leg high, or you can release it down to down dog. We're going to inhale it to high plank. If that right leg is up, pull your knee in. 3 pulses. 2 and 3. Press it back to down dog. So again, those feet can stay down and transition from down dog to high plank. 3 pulses if that knee is in. And extend it out. Again, plank. And down dog. 2 more times. Pull it in. And press it out. Once more. Pull it in. And press it out. And release it down. To down dog. And let's sway those hips. Side to side. Nice lateral stretch to the ribs and the waist. Good little core work. Keeping us safe and steady. Aware of that breath, guys. And coming back to center. Shifting your weight to your right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left foot through. Back knee down if you like. Heel is off. We circle the arms overhead to our crescent lunge, either full or half. Shoulders are soft. Let's again interlace those fingers and turn the palms to the sky. Find your breath, soften those shoulders, and we pulse. Finding that breath, squaring those hips, just pulsing that front leg. Finding a rhythm that you feel strong, that you can almost get lost in that rhythm. Big, full, deep breaths, guys. Powering up those big muscles in those legs. Toning, strengthening, lengthening down the front of that right leg. Feeling the strength in that whole left leg. 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms forward. Step it back. Sweep that left leg to the sky. And again, we can release that left leg down and be in down dog, or keep that left leg high and work that left leg. Totally up to you. Whatever is right for you. As you inhale, we come to plank. Either both feet down or pull that left knee in. 3 little pulses with that knee. 2 and 3. And back to down dog. Leg up or both feet down. Inhale, plank. Pull that knee in 3 times. And extend it out. So again, you work within where you're supposed to be today. Challenging yourself, but being kind. Pull it in and press it out. We've got 1 more. Last one, pull it in and press it out. And release it down to down dog. Let's inhale it to high plank. And as slow as you can, let's lower it down, all the way down onto the tummy. Breathe. Release the hands, release the tops of the feet, chin and nose to the mat. Find your breath. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift just the upper body. 3 pulses. 2 and 1. Release it down. Those feet, point the toes, squeeze, 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 and release it down. Upper body, lift, lift, and lift. Release it down. Lower body, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release it down. Back to the upper. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release it down. Back to the lower. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release it down. We're going to do 1 more alternating. Upper body. 2, 3. Release it down. Lower body. Squeeze, 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 and release it down. Take just a moment. Turn that left cheek to the mat. Close your eyes and breathe. Find your breath. So we're going to get some amazing work. Stretch for the shoulders. Stretch for the spine, some mobility through the spine, some strength for the core and strength for those glutes. We're going to extend right arm out to a T. We're going to lift and we're going to turn right cheek to the mat. Find your breath. Now extend that left arm out to a T. So those arms remain at a T. And we're going to alternate. So that means we're going to need to flip the head, alternating. So we're going to start with that left leg. We're going to lift it, bend the knee, and roll to touch that right hand. And then roll it back to center. Shift, left cheek to the mat. Roll, and reaching back with those right toes towards that left hand. Rolling it back to center. Now you can just keep that head lifted if you like, if that's a little bit easier for you. If the neck needs a little rest, just alternate side to side with that head. And we're alternating lifting the leg, bending the knee, and reaching those toes up towards the opposite hand. Let's do 1 more time. Right toes towards that left hand. And come back to center. Pull those hands in. And now turn right cheek to the mat. And just relax. Find your breath. Just letting the tension go in the neck. Now let's bring that face back towards the mat. Let's bring the hands behind the back. Interlace those fingers. Now if that's not great for you guys, you can leave your hands just where they were. So we alternated upper body and lower body. Now we're going to tie the two together, coming to locust pose. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift and squeeze, upper and lower body. Find your breath. Now we're going to lift those arms once, twice, and again. Release it down, all the way back down. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift, squeeze, point those toes. Arms, lift, lift, and lift. Release it down. We're going to do that 3 more times. Big breath in. Exhale, rise, squeeze. Lift the arms, pulse, and pulse. Bring it back down. 2 more times. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift. Pulse, 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 and back down. Let's do that once more. We exhale and rise. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Release it down. Release your hands. Press it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long and just gently let your body sink into child's pose. Nice big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of work. So we've got one more really good push, guys. Awesome strength exercise. We're going to come to side plank, extending those arms out nice and long. We're going to inhale up to our modified plank. We've been here before. If you like, just extend that left or that right leg out and rotate to the side, or extend both legs and rotate to the side. So right arm extends to the sky. Feet can be staggered or stacked. We reach up, finding that breath. We're going to take that right palm up and over, and we're going to lift, 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 and reach back to the sky. Take it up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Lift the arm. Again, up and over. Reach, 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 and back to the sky. 2 more times. Reach, 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 and back to the sky. 1 more time. Take it up and over, lifting and lowering those hips, and reach to the sky. Exhale and slowly release it back to your plank. Knees can come down, or we can just roll to the other side. Feet can be staggered or stacked. Lifting and lengthening out of those left fingertips. Take your gaze to the sky. We rotate that left palm towards the front, and we lift those hips once, twice, and again. Lift that left arm back to the sky. Take it up and over. Lift, 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 back to the sky. Take it up and over. Lift, 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 back to the sky. 2 more times. Reach it up and over. Lift, 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 back to the sky. Last one. Take it up and over. Reach, 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 and reach to the sky. Slowly releasing it down, coming back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Allowing the heels to sink, pressing through the palms of the hands. Find your breath. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside, to pigeon pose. Untucking those toes, supporting with those hands. I want you to squeeze your buns. Squeeze, lift, release. Inhale, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Hold here. So we're going to do 5 repetitions of this. I want you to really focus on squeezing all those muscles in that lower body. Ready? Here we go. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Allow your second self to sink in real quick. And again, we squeeze and release. Squeeze, release, squeeze, and release. Hold here. So do you notice, do you sink any deeper? Does the intensity leave a little bit as we release after that 3rd pulse? We have 2 more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release. Awesome job. If the back's talking to you a little bit, just bring those hands forward. Here we go. Last one. Squeeze. We still lift and release. Squeeze, release, and squeeze, and release. And let's walk those hands forward to sleeping pigeon. Nice big deep breaths. So as we turn some of these stretches, these poses into active work and then a passive stretch, do you notice that as you add that action, those pulses, that when you release, your body's like, oh yeah, this feels great. That's kind of what we're going for. So I hope you're experiencing that as well. You're doing amazing, you guys. We're almost there. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of the knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg to the sky. Flex your foot. Bend that right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom and extend it out. Keep that foot flexed. Bend the knee. Extend it out. Bend the knee. Extend it out 2 more times. Bend the knee. Extend it out once more. Bend the knee. Extend it out and gently release it down. to down dog. Inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon pose. Untuck those right toes. Lift the chest. Bring the hands forward as much as you need to. And breathe and just feel that left hip. Strong through the belly. You remember those pulses? We get to do them again on this side. So again, it's about that reward of letting go of that active intensity, that intentional pulse, and that activation of those muscles. So as we inhale, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. So just by squeezing your bum, you should lift just a little bit and release. Hold here. Breathe. So again, anytime if your lower back starts to talk to you, just bring those hands forward, take some of that arch out of the back. And we squeeze and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release. Hold here. Breathe. How you doing? Checking in with that body, you guys. Always being kind, challenging ourselves, but never to the point where it's too much. We squeeze and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release. How's that lower back? How are the knees, guys? Be kind. We've got 2 more. Core, stay strong. Squeeze, release. Feel yourself rise. Squeeze, release. 1 more time. Squeeze and release. All right, you guys, we've got 1 more series of that. Is it good to be up? Do we need to come forward a bit? Take care of yourself. Here we go. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. 1 more squeeze. And release, and let's walk those hands forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands. Just relax the weight of the upper body down. Ah, that sleeping pigeon always feels so good. So if you're noticing sometimes when you come to practice that you're like, wow, what in the heck? I didn't even realize I was that tight. Yep, that happens. Don't judge. Kind of go through and see, what have I been doing lately? More sitting than usual, more active than usual. 'Tis the season. Gardening. Here, it's still the season for snow shoveling. So, yeah, gotta love that. Snow in May. Craziness, craziness. And let's walk those hands back up. 1 hand on either side of the knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg to the sky. Let's add a flex of that left foot. Lift that left leg just as high as you can get it as you inhale. Bend your knee, draw your heel towards your bottom, and as you exhale, extend it out. Inhale, draw it in. Extend it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, extend it out 2 more times. Bend the knee and press it out. Bend the knee and press it out. And slowly release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Slow as you can. Crocodile down. Take your time. You guys are amazing. Beautiful job. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Here we check in. Lots of work. Take a moment here and thank your mind and your body, your breath. You guys, the gift of mobility, never to be taken lightly. The ability to move, to grow stronger. Never take that for granted. Such a gift. And let's slowly walk our hands up. Come over onto 1 hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of the mat. We bring the hands down by our sides. You're welcome to take a hold behind the thighs or extend those arms out. You decide what's right, and we're going to rock it back to boat pose. Extending those arms out in front. Again, if you don't need the support, breathe. We're going to bring the knees to touch, and we're going to lift those feet only if it's right. Flex your foot. Breathe. We're going to extend that right leg. Press it out, out, out. pull it in. Left leg, press it out, 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 and pull it in. Right leg, press it out, 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 pull it in. If you want, we can add a little more intensity and pull it in. Lift those arms, press it out, 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 pull it in. Press it out, 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 pull it in. If you like, both legs, press it out, 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 pull it in. Or stick with the alternating legs, out, out, press it in. One more time each side. Press it out, 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 pull it in. Last one, press it out, 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 pull it in. Bring the hands to support behind your thighs. Lift the chest. Little release for that lower back. Extending those legs to the sky, point your toes. Holding those legs or releasing that support, slowly lower your legs down. Take your time. Breathe. Heels touch, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. You've made it, my friends. Just one more really nice stretch. Again, take a moment. Just acknowledge all that hard work. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften those feet. Close your eyes, lower your arms, and slowly roll it back. One vertebra coming to the mat at a time. And relax. Right knee pulls in, right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Amazing job today, you guys. We roll it back to center. Gently releasing that right leg down. Left knee comes in. Left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. And gently pull your leg across. Taking your gaze out over that left arm. Find your breath. And gently release that right hand. Keeping that left knee pulled in, draw that right knee back in. And safely either rocking yourself up or using the strength of the arms to help you come up. Let's turn and come to easy pose. Resting the hands to the backs or to the tops of the knees. Palms facing the sky. Close your eyes. A gentle touch of your index finger to your thumb if you are not comfortable with that. Just whatever hand position feels good to you. You can rest your hands in your lap. Just whatever you like. Sit up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. Big, full, deep breaths in and out through the nose. We allow the mind to be quiet. The body to be still. And we take just a few moments to honor the life, the adventure that we are on. Celebrating where we are in life. Remaining present right here. The gift of today. We take a moment to honor the people in our lives who we cherish and love. Feeling a sense of joy, of lightness in our heart and our head. Knowing that we are surrounded by people who love us. We have the strength within us to move through challenges with grace and strength. Knowing that on the ultimate, the outer side, we will be stronger for having gone through that challenge. Stay kind. Be well. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feedback is always appreciated. I hope you guys just enjoyed it. I hope it was fun. I hope it was challenging. And I hope you feel awesome. That's always my goal. Until the next time, my friends, light and love to each and every one of you. And until then, namaste.